Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, Nintendo has been weird again. Isn't that great, everybody? Nintendo has been weird and surprised everybody again. Isn't that original? Nintendo has just announced a brand new Pokemon Direct, but this isn't any Direct. One, it's about Pokemon Sword and Shield, which we have heard nothing about, but it's also not happening till June the 5th. Why have they announced it now? There's like a week to go. There's like over a week, actually. Let me have a look at my calendar. It's actually over a week to go. It's like, oh my god. It is a while away. So, Nintendo have just announced this. Of course, I'm very, very happy to hear some more news about Pokemon Sword and Shield. You know, we sort of had that initial thing in February where it was like Pokemon Direct, and everyone was like, oh, maybe it's Gen 8. Well, I think we were all pretty much confirmed it was Gen 8. But maybe we were thinking, well, maybe a spin-off game, and then maybe something else, or maybe a port of something, and then Gen 8, because they marketed it as a Direct, and then it was just like, we're Pokemon, we make Pokemon games, and here is the latest one. It was like one trailer, it was like 3 minutes, it crammed a lot in. I think Sword and Shield looked good, but I think it looked rough in a lot of areas. There's a lot of textures in there that looked really, really rough. But it did look a lot better than the 3DS games, and it's definitely a step up from Let's Go. So, I was pleased with Sword and Shield, but I thought, you know, maybe that's it. I was like, oh, okay, 3 minutes, that's all we're getting. You know, maybe we'll get a Nintendo Direct. And we just had a Direct from Nintendo, like a week later. A week before that, sorry. And they were like, no Pokemon news, and then a week later they were like, Sword and Shield's a thing. And then, yeah, they sort of showed off 3 minutes, and everyone was like, this is really good, but we want to know more, and there wasn't any more. There wasn't any more, and it's like, why? Why isn't there any more? And it's sort of just gone on forever. We've had like Detective Pikachu, we've had other directs, we've had Mario Maker announced, and everybody's sort of just gone really, really hyped for the reveal, seen the reveal, been really impressed, and then just nothing, no marketing whatsoever. I believe even when you look at the Pokemon accounts on Twitter, the official Pokemon account and the Instagram account, there's like no marketing for it. There's nothing. And you know, when you see like advertisements out and about, they're always promoting Let's Go. They're announcing Let's Go and promoting that. You would think that they would be promoting Let's Go, available now, and also Pokemon Sword and Shield coming this 2019, late 2019. But they're not, and it's sort of just like, they sort of announced it and then sort of forgotten about it, and it's very, very, very weird. We have had the first starters reveal, which was good. I mean, imagine if that Direct didn't have the star reveals, people would be going crazy. Yeah, I think it's good that Pokemon are doing this. Now, what also they have announced is, I'm going to check this on Twitter right now, just so I can get the exact things right. But they've also announced a press conference. Now, that might not seem a lot, but it could actually be. The Pokemon Twitter has just announced, got any plans tomorrow? You do now, trainers. We've got some exciting updates to share, and it's like a Pokemon press conference. Yeah, 6 PM Pacific time, I think that is, PDT, on May the 28th. Yeah, some people might think, well, we've got a Direct about Sword and Shield, so this press conference isn't really going to mean anything. Well, that's where you're wrong, because I believe, like this time last year, because this time last year it was May where Let's Go got announced, there was a press conference and they announced Pokemon Let's Go with a trailer. They announced Pokemon Quest with a trailer and launched that day, and they also announced Gen 8. So, this press conference, it's weird that they're doing it. I don't think the press conference will be about Sword and Shield. We have a Direct for that. I feel like there's more coming than Sword and Shield. I was thinking maybe a Pokemon Rumble game for Switch, because we had some of those on 3DS and Wii U, but we've just had a mobile game that's just released in Australia, and I think it's worldwide now, I'm not sure. So we probably won't get a Rumble game. Maybe, right, this is what I'm hoping for. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I would personally love, alright, Pokken Tournament 2. I honestly, I really, really loved Pokken. I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan. I do like the series. I've played a couple of the games. I'm not huge on Pokemon, but I do enjoy the series. But I genuinely, really liked Pokken Tournament. I mean, I bought the thing twice. I bought it on Wii U and Switch. I love it. I love it. It's great. I like the style of the Pokemon battles. I think it's a beautiful game graphically. Portal mode, docked mode. I would love Pokémon Tournament 2. Now, we did get some DLC for that, and I think in terms of the timeline, that game originally came out in 2016, so like it's almost like 3-4 years old now. It's getting a little bit old, so maybe it's time for a sequel. I believe it did do well. It was originally an arcade game, and for an arcade game to get ported to 2 different consoles, it's obviously done well, and it obviously means something to the community. So I would love Pokémon Tournament 2. Another thing I was thinking is maybe there's no like facts going in behind this or whatever, but I was thinking, could we get some Let's Go DLC? Could we get some Let's Go DLC in the form of paid DLC, or maybe just some free DLC? I believe there is like the events part in the menu, which hasn't been used at all. I think it's been used for maybe Mew when you got the Pokeball Plus, but that's it. It's not been used for anything else. And it's like, I feel like tomorrow could be, in this press conference they could announce a new special event is available. Get this Pokemon, or they could also they could do an event where if you have Switch Online, you have a free exclusive Pokemon. Maybe, I don't know how that would go down in the community, but I could see Nintendo doing it, because they did say more special offers are coming to Switch Online. I don't know what they're going to announce. The sky's really the limit for this Pokemon press conference. Another thing that they could do, I don't know if they will, but they could do, I'm just going to say it, is they could potentially announce a Smash Bros. Character from the Pokemon franchise. But please don't take that as I think there'll be one. It's a possibility that it could happen. It is a possibility that it could happen. I doubt it. If any gaming franchise said they're going to have a press conference, there's always a possibility it could be a Smash character. But I doubt it. I just want to say it could be a Pokemon character for Smash. And more evidence more evidence for this is that Sakurai said that he wanted to add some Pokemon people into it. I think it was Decidueye, and then he changed it to Incineroar, but he chose Incineroar because he was like more of a wrestling character, and he wanted more wrestling characters, and Incineroar's a good character, so I think it was a good decision. But maybe Decidueye will be a thing. I don't know. Maybe there'll be some more costumes announced with Switch Online. I don't know what's going on. But bringing back Switch Online, maybe they'll announce, free to Switch Online players, Pokemon Pokemon spin-off minigame. You know how they used to do like a free download of like Pokemon Shuffle, I think, and Pokemon Rumble. I think there's one like Pokemon Rumble that was free on 3DS. I could see them doing that for Switch and be like, if you have Switch Online, get it for free. In the same way they did with Tetris. If they hadn't done Tetris in that direct, Tetris 99, because they sort of went free if you have Switch Online, that's the only way to get it, I wouldn't be saying this now about Pokemon. But it seems a bit weird how we have a massive mainline game coming out, but heard nothing about spin-offs. So I think it's pretty likely we'll see some spin-offs. Now, this is the thing that I was also thinking. Maybe we could see some Pokemon Go in there. I don't know. It's Pokemon as a franchise. It's not. It doesn't say strictly to do with Nintendo, so maybe it could be Pokemon Go. And if we're saying it's not related to Nintendo at all, maybe a new anime series could be announced, or maybe anything could be announced related to Pokemon. Is what I'm saying. The sky is truly the limit for this press conference. But I will say, let's not get overhyped. Let's not say, oh, anything could be announced tomorrow. Let's just wait. Let's just calm down. Let's just see how it goes. I'm just sort of rambling about all my ideas of what could happen. It would be great if that did happen, but is it really realistic? Maybe, maybe not. This press conference could happen tomorrow, and they could be like, this could be a thing just for like investors of Pokemon, and to be saying, this game is going to be good, this Sword and Shield thing's going to be good, and maybe we're working on other spin-offs, and that'll probably be it. We don't know how long this press conference is going to be. I'm looking at the link now. It is happening at 1 o'clock UK time, so I'll probably not be able to watch it till like early in the morning. But all it says is the Pokemon Company is hosting its 2019 press conference in Tokyo, Japan on Tuesday, May 28th. You can watch the event live here at Pokemon.com starting at 6 PM PDT, which I believe is Pacific. Could be wrong about that, I don't know. And it also says the press conference is expected to cover a number of topics to interest Pokemon fans. And it says also look forward to the Pokemon Direct on June 5 for more news on upcoming Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. So, the way I interpret that is that they're not going to be focusing on Sword and Shield because they have that Direct, which makes sense. They've just announced a Direct. What you have to remember is Pokemon is such a wide franchise. I challenge you to name a wider franchise than Pokemon. I mean, in terms of how many things, how many products they do. It pretty much covers all media when you think about it. Pokemon is huge. Trading cards, TV shows, video games, then spin-off video games, mobile games, movies even. Detective Pikachu did really well. Pokemon is everywhere, and I think Pokemon is bigger than people think. It is a massive, massive franchise. So, when they say cover a number of topics interesting Pokemon fans, they could be announcing maybe a sequel to Detective Pikachu. They could be announcing maybe a trading card game. They could be announcing maybe a spin-off game. They could be announcing an anime. They could be announcing another kind of film. I believe there's a CGI type anime kind of film coming out later this year, so maybe they could talk about that. I don't know. I'm going to stop rambling. Pokemon's a thing that we're all excited for. Let me know all your thoughts on the Pokemon Direct. I'm very, very excited. Oh wait, no, can't end the video yet. Another thought I'd have is what's going to happen at E3? What is going to happen at E3? Because I was thinking, Nintendo's E3, I was thinking the other day, well, maybe Luigi's Mansion, Animal Crossing, but one of the big games, one of their massive heavy hitter games, is going to be Pokemon Sword and Shield. If they're having a Direct, you got to think, the 5th of June, that's like a week before E3. That's literally like less than a week. I mean, Nintendo's press conference is on the 11th, and yeah, it's like less than a week away from E3. So, please take this, don't take this like super seriously, but could this mean that Nintendo's E3 is going to be massive and there's not enough time to put Pokemon stuff in there? I don't know. It just seemed a bit weird how like Game Freak are like, we're having a Direct before E3. I don't know, maybe there's a marketing reason behind that. Maybe they're like, we want to make sure everybody knows about this game and it's fresh in people's mind before everything starts with E3. Because you know how E3 is, everything gets announced and everybody gets confused and there's a bunch of stuff going on and it's all just sort of mushes together, but everyone's excited at the same time. So maybe that's why they've done it. But does that mean that Nintendo's E3 is going to be without Pokemon? I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit mixed on that, honestly. I don't know if that's a great decision by them. I would have put the Pokemon stuff in that initial E3 Direct, because if we're getting some announcements tomorrow in the press conference, and also 15 minutes, plus what they've already got coming in the E3, you could just make a massive E3 and just have a massive blowout of information and just knock everybody's socks off, and it would just be amazing. That's what I would do, but I don't know. Let me know all your thoughts on the Pokemon stuff. I'm obviously very, very excited. Let me know what you think they'll announce in the comment section below, and I'll see you in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, there's a Marvel Ultimate Alliance video about tomorrow. Very, very excited for that. But knowing me, I'll make a Marvel Ultimate Alliance video, and then they'll be like, a Marvel Ultimate Alliance Direct is coming 24 seconds before E3, and then I'll be like, oh, that video's invalid now. Anyway, bye!